March 1992. NHRA Top Fuel drivers had been flirting with, but had never reached the elusive 300-mile-per-hour barrier. In fact, in the first two events of the year, the winner's speeds topped out only in the 280-mile-per-hour range. It looked like the 300 mark was safe for a while. But at superfast Gainesville Raceway, when Kenny Bernstein set out to qualify for the Gatornationals, he ended up in the history books. Bernstein stunned the racing world by running 301.70 miles an hour.
300 miles an hour, I can't believe it.
301.
It's a dream come true, believe me. I can't believe this.
Kenny Bernstein became the first driver over 300, earning him the nickname, the King of Speed.
The 300-mile-per-hour run is just, I guess the best way for me to say it's all world. I don't think I thought at the time how important it was going to be. I knew it was important, but I didn't have any clue of what it would mean the rest of my life and what it meant shortly after that, by all means. To be the first to break that barrier has been an honor, number one, and it has been tremendous recognition for our team and for our sponsors and for everything about us. It was such an outstanding goal, and really probably the last barrier in drag racing, the last large barrier. We never thought people would go 350, even though I think they could today if the rules would allow it. But the point is that we pretty much knew 300 was going to be the last big goal.
And here in Gainesville yesterday, they dedicated this for Kenny Bernstein. 301 Bernstein Way. Wow. Part of the NHRA 60th anniversary celebration goes on all year, and some of the great moments, obviously, you can go check on it on the web yourself. But let's take a look now at the starting line. Tony Schumacher on your left, Larry Dixon on the right.
One of the great rivalries in drag racing, your two winningest top fuel drivers. Every time these guys come to the starting line, it's all in. Let me tell you, and here's the head-to-head numbers. They're tied at 35. Finals, Schumacher leads 12-6 in the finals last season. Dixon was 8-3. In the 2010, Dixon won 2 in finals. He was 2-0. Of course, he was 12-0 in all of finals last year.
Stat guy.
You look at those numbers, but here's the stat. In semifinals last year, they were 3-3. Whoever won the matchup went on to win the event.
And of course, that 8-3 that Dixon had as an advantage really served him well last year. Oh, that one going to be a Schumacher win. Dixon. It's a big pop down track, 388, 321 miles an hour for Tony Schumacher.
Wow, that was a surprise from Larry Dixon. I tell you, both drivers had great reaction times off of the starting line. Larry Dixon had the advantage. 0.32 light, and then was pulling away early in the run before something broke. Gotta believe something inside that drive line, or in the engine, probably broke and backfired that supercharger, because I didn't see any tire smoke before that point. Could have possibly broke something in the valve train, but that thing was marching pretty good early in the run.
Boy, look at that. Parts everywhere, too. So now we look what the final in Top Fuel is going to look like. It'll be Tony Schumacher with lane choice over Del Worsham. And back in Del Worsham's pit, they're beginning to go to work on that car, because Del Worsham is into his first final in Top Fuel.
Well, we're back in Del Worsham's pit, and they're going to be getting ready for the final round and watching these guys go to work. And, you know, this is a relatively new crew. These guys, you know, and the thing is you hire all these people, and sometimes they're in different positions. It takes a while to work together, but second race into the season, I'm sure they know exactly what they need to do. And obviously, with the damage that we saw on Del's car from that run, they'll have to do a little extra work as far as checking all the wiring in lines and everything, and make sure everything's just perfect on top of the normal engine rebuild.
You notice when you watch this, you never see anyone get in someone else's way. It's totally choreographed.
Well, let's take a look at the anatomy of a burnout from the Top Fuel drags or a funny car. The driver rolls into the water, and he's just barely going to crack the butterflies to get the rear wheels spinning. Now, the engines goes to about 6,000 RPM. The drive shaft are 1-to-1 at that point, so there's no real load on the engine. It's So that means it's usually only firing on 4 to 6 cylinders, because I said that'd take a whole lot to do a burnout in one of these. Fuel pump's pumping at about 18 gallons per minute. Normally, that pump is capable of 105 gallons per minute, usually on the throttle for about 3 seconds. And during that 3 seconds, they're going to burn about 1.5 gallons of the nitromethane.
Oh, that's pretty cool stuff. Let's go to Gary Gerald.
With Tony Schumacher, points across to acknowledge Larry Dixon. Is there a different kind of satisfaction when you beat that man as opposed to others?
Absolutely, man. No question about it. It's just an awesome battle. A couple of champs battling it out. 2 great cars. You know, and they had us last year, man. They were beating us up like, you know, like nobody's business, and we took it well. You know, it's a mutual respect. These are 2 great teams, 2 great crew chiefs, and all the world champs from the last decade. That's what it's about. But for the U.S. Army, that's Army strong right there. I'll tell you, that's called Sarge blood, man. Tiger blood. I don't know what that is, but we got Sarge blood in this machine.
Thanks.
Don't go there, Tony. Well, how about Cruz Pedregon and Matt Hagan as we show you the ladder? Jack Beckman and Mike Neff will be coming up shortly, but Hagan is looking right now to go to back-to-back final rounds, while for Cruz, he'd like to race in his first final round since he won last October at Maple Grove.
Well, he's got a car that's capable of doing it. He ran that great 407 in the previous round and did that great pedal job in the first round to run that 416 and get that win. Matt Hagan, though, you can never count him out. He made a very good run in the first round. Remember, he spun the tires in the previous round, so they're going to have to try to tame that thing down a little bit. But no, he can't do it too much to get around Cruz. Look at that.
Well, baby, 412, 306 miles an hour. Cruz won here in 1998. His only final round at Gainesville. He's finally into another one.
Well, you take what he did at the end of last season and what he did in preseason testing and then in qualifying in Pomona, we know he has a very good race car. They're still working on the consistency, but boy, it looks like they're getting it right here. I'll tell you what, Cruz Pedregon, 412, that entire Snap-on team, great job to reach the final.
Well, our next pair will be a matchup between Don Schumacher Racing and Team Force. Yeah, Mike Neff and Jack Beckman.
Well, we'll find out who the opponent is going to be for Cruz Pedregon. Will it be Mike Neff? Will it be Jack Beckman? Cruiser, are we seeing a team really starting to blossom, a team coming together here? Because you're laying down very impressive numbers.
Yeah, well, I'd like to think we've already blossomed. We just didn't get it together till the end of last year. But, you know, things are working now. Cars responding to our changes. And, you know, just got to thank, hey, good job, man. You guys scared the hell out of us. Hagan, man, is a great car, but you know, our guys are working hard. I know everybody hears that all the time, but really got to have the team first, and Snap-on and Wicks, and just got Lucas Oil on board with us this past week. But you know, it's just a lot of hard work and a lot of late nights and a lot of commitment, and good things will happen. So we just hope we can keep it going. This is great to be in the final, though. Thanks.
Mike Neff, Jack Beckman. Neff, just 2 races back, and he's looking at a possible final round. For Jack Beckman, who drives for that man, to be his 23rd career final round. Whoa, and you see the smoke come up. That belongs to Mike Neff as Jack Beckman goes up in smoke. It's a 412, 309-mile-an-hour pass that wins for Beckman, or for Mike Neff.
He saw John with that big smile because he just cannot believe. And it wasn't because, obviously because Beckman smoked tires. He was smiling because he just can't believe that Mike Neff just goes down that racetrack every single time, because Beckman, he had a great race car all weekend long in qualifying, and in the first round, the second round, they ran into some problems. That car was very consistent, but boy, Mike Neff is just on a run right now.
So the final in funny car is going to be pretty cool as well. It'll be that guy, Mike Neff, as he takes on Cruz Pedregon, who can pick his own lane when he comes up to the line for the finals.
Lane choice by 0.02 of a second going to Cruz Pedregon. That's pretty good.
Well,
we'll be talking to Mike Neff in just a moment, see what he thinks about getting into a final in his second race of the season.